welcome. In this video I'm going to show you my kind of most trusted makeup. These are not necessarily my ride or die or things I would buy if I lost all of my makeup, but these are products that I tend to take with me, for example, when I'm traveling, when I really need to rely on those products and be very certain how they perform and that they really do what they are supposed to do. The makeup I'm wearing now is part of a campaign here in Finland. Is the awareness of breast cancer month, and one blogger, Finnish blogger, I link her channel to the description, had this idea that makeup bloggers and anyone who's excited of makeup does a pink breast cancer awareness makeup look and post it to Instagram. The hashtag is in Finnish. I'll put it here and below. If you want to join, you're free to join wherever you live in. It's not a country specific campaign. This is the look I created for the campaign, and I'm going to post it today just before this video, so I'll leave the link to that post to the description box as well. But let's get into the products because there is quite many. I try to, for example, travel quite lightly, so there is some products that are optional. I take that or another, but if I'm going to holiday, for example, for a week, I might take all of these. But let's start with the primer. For face primer, I always take the Missha Moist Layering Primer. I think this is supposed to be the dupe for, is it YSL, the gold primer, but the effect is different. This is very, very moisturizing, and that's why I carry it when I'm traveling, because usually when you travel, your skin gets really, really dry. I just love how my makeup looks when I've been using this, so this is absolutely one of my most used products, that's all. Then, as I have a combination skin, my next to nose, this crease is the most problematic with oiliness, and I travel with this small Shiseido Ibuki Smart Filtering Smoother. I love this product, and it's very handy because it's so small and light package. You really need to use just a drop of it, not much. And then for pore filling, when I travel, I actually love this YSL Touche Glatt Blur Perfector. This is a paste kind of product. As you can see, I've been really loving this, and this is one of the most long-lasting pore filling primers, but you can also use this on top of your makeup to absorb oiliness from your skin, but I don't usually do that. I use this only as a primer. And there's a plus side also, that there is a mirror, so if you want to touch up, you can do it on the go. Then foundation, I usually have either stick or liquid, or if for a longer time I take both. So the stick combination I usually take when I'm traveling, and which I like to take with me if I have a long day in town or an event or something, is the L'Oreal Infallible stick foundation and Shiseido stick concealer. This is the power duo. These just last all day, makes my skin look very healthy. This is not the full coverage, it's just the perfect amount of coverage. It just lasts beautifully on my skin, and this gives just enough of brightness to my under eye area, so great combo. If I'm taking liquid foundation and concealer, I'm taking my Clarine's, this is the Skin Illusion. There is now the Youth Fluid foundation, which I reviewed, and I love that, but that's higher coverage. This is less coverage, so I tend to wear this when I'm traveling. I just find that if you have medium coverage foundation, it's kind of low maintenance compared to high coverage. So if you just accidentally wipe something off, it doesn't matter so much because the coverage is not so full. And as a concealer, the Tarte Creaseless Concealer, which does crease, but it's just so glowy and so fresh looking. So if I have a long day, if I'm traveling, I want all the moisture, all the glowiness to my skin, and this is great. And it also lasts, it kind of sticks to your skin, it doesn't go off anywhere, so this is great one. Then few face products. If I have a stick day, I usually use cream, blush and bronzer and highlight as well. And my most used, this is something I take almost every time when I'm traveling with me, is the Hourglass Skin Illume Trio. Unfortunately, this is not available currently. I don't know if it's cancelled or if they just reformulate. I really hope they haven't cancelled it, because it's a beautiful product. My makeup always looks great when I'm using this. There is just perfect shades for the everyday effortless look. Another cream product which I maybe quite recently have started loving, although I've had it for a while, is an RMS. This is Peach Luminizer. This is basically a cream highlighter, but because it's so dark, it's not a bronzer on me. It's kind of a natural flush of peachiness on my skin with a glow. So I use this by itself without the blush if I want a very natural looking day and maybe a bright lipstick and I don't want any other color on my face. So I've been using this a lot recently. Excellent one. And then if I have a liquid foundation day, I tend to use liquid blushes. The NARS Orgasm Liquid Blush is something I usually take with me. Again, there is the color and the glowiness in this product, which is again something I love during traveling. And it's just so fresh looking blush, so it's just beautiful. Then the powder I take, this is mainly because of packaging, but I love the product itself, and this is the Hourglass Whale powder. The geniusness in this packaging is that there is this little ring in the middle, so when you put the lid on, the product doesn't spill all over. So when you open this is the amount of product you get when you open this if you've been traveling with this. So it's very comfortable to use and you don't have to be so careful with this kind of loose powder. And I also can use this on my under eye skin, which most of powders don't allow me to do. So that's why I also love it. I need to take only one powder when I'm taking this. Brows is a no-brainer because this is a product I use 95% of days. This is the H&M Superfine Brow Liner in shade Dark Walnut. I sometimes use Espresso as well, but it's more darker and cooler tones. The Dark Walnut is my favorite. It's just great, affordable, lasts for months and lasts on skin very well, so whatever you need. I know you've been waiting for the eyeshadow and I'm quite sure you will be surprised. The palette that I usually take when I'm traveling is Too Faced, the original peach palette. The reason is that it allows kind of me to do all the looks I need. Only if I'm doing a very bold this kind of look, then this is not the perfect one. But usually when I'm traveling, I do only wearable everyday looks, effortless, maybe a little bit more in the evening, but nothing major. And this has the perfect shade for me to have neutral look or a little bit of the peachiness, little bit of warm brownish sugary shade, and then there is these deeper shades as well. I just absolutely love this palette and I've been using it so much. The eyeliner when I'm traveling is always Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner. This is not the most easiest to use because you need a brush, but this is the most long-lasting I have. It doesn't irritate my eyes even though I keep it for hours on my eyes. It's waterproof, I can have tears, I can sweat, I can travel, sleep, whatever, and this lasts. And there's great shade selection. As I'm so fair, I don't ever use black eyeliner on my everyday look, never. This is Caviar Ink 27 and this is perfect, very cool kind of brownish grayish tone, not black but very intense, and it gives me that intense eyelining look but not as harsh as black would be. So really love this. Here we are. I think these are most of my favorites. I'm pretty sure if I keep thinking there's, oh, I want that one too, that's great. But these are for sure something I usually take with me when I'm traveling with the products. If I'm in hurry, I take these. If I have a long day in an event, I take these, most of these to my bag. So these are the ones that I truly believe in and rely on, and they are just great. As usual, I wish you have a great day and see you next time. Bye bye.